Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this has to be day number day number 3. Yes, day number 3, week 14, day number 3, week 14, spring 2025 of our journey together. Day number 3, week 14, spring 2025 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight. It's certainly a delight to have you here for this evening's classes. All right, let's begin.
This will be tomorrow's Thursday already.
I don't know, but I give up, bro. I stopped. I just stopped. Stop counting. Like, I don't know, but it's like one Sunday after Sunday, it's like that's it.
Right back to Sunday again.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Many classes next week?
Oh yeah, we do have classes next week. We don't stop. I know some schools have like what they call it, Easter break or something like that.
Yes,
No,
so
but we continue until. So classes are next week. All right, so we're gonna be doing section 1 is going to be, we're gonna start off with sequences. We're gonna do prime factorization. And then we're gonna do measurements on your ruler, measurements. So you're gonna start off with those, that'll be section 1. And then I'm more than certain that we can get to section 2, but for now, that's what we're gonna be doing for section 1. So section 1 is sequences, prime factorization, and measurements, okay? Let me go ahead and highlight this properly. All right, so let's begin. Let me go ahead and move so when people were able to speak. All right, so like I said, the first question is going to be on sequences. And so we have the sequence. I don't know if y'all could see the top one. So can y'all see this, or I need to like bring it down or something? Let me see if I can bring this down. So we have the question, they told us to write down 2 numbers in the sequence. All right, and so we have to do that, write down the next 2 numbers in the sequence. And so the sequence has, can y'all see the screen or no? Or we need to bring it back?
Can you put it back from, okay, thank you.
Oh, you can see it now? Okay.
I
So the
got
question,
to put it for 1 minute, please. Thank you.
the topics. Okay. So we have sequences, we have prime factorization, and we have measurements, right? That's what we have. Sequences, prime factorization, and measurements, right? All right, so let's begin.
Thank you.
So the question says, write down the next 2 numbers in the sequence. And so what do we have? We have 36, right? We have 25 and we have 14. And our goal is to write down the next 2 numbers in the sequence. So we have 36, 25, and 14. And we have to write down the next 2 numbers in the sequence. And that's what we have to do, okay? And so I'm wondering if you all have any idea of how we're gonna do this.
Subtract 11.
I had to subtract 11.
Say it again.
Subtract 11.
You all say subtract. How did y'all get 11? Like, how do you know it was 11? How do you know it was 11?
You can see that when you're looking at the thing, you could see that you decreasing in size. So you'd minus the first 2 numbers together and get your answer. And then just to be sure, you'd minus 25 from whatever you got when you minus the first 2. And I got
Say it again.
and when I got 11. And when you minus 11 from 25, you get 14.
Okay.
So
Okay, so you think it's 11. How many persons agree with her? She's saying that it's 11. Do we agree with her?
Yes,
Yeah, so
Okay. So I like what she said that look at the trend. So the trend is that it's going downward, so it's decreasing by some number, right? And if it's a arithmetic sequence, then it's definitely decreasing by a constant. We need to find what that constant is. We move from 36 to 25. And if we would just do the working, right? If we move from 36 to 25, we do 36 minus what? Minus what? Minus 25. My person subtracted it. You had to subtract it to get it, just like me.
Yes, sir.
Right? So
Yeah,
6
yeah.
minus 5 is going to be what?
1,
1.
1,
And 3 minus 2 is what?
1.
1 as well. And so that means that this is what? 11. So that means that the constant that we're using every time is definitely 11. But that's just when we move from 36 to 25. We don't know like what's the rest of the story. Like we don't know what else, you know, that we have in. And so what we have to do is we have to definitely
25 from 14.
yeah, exactly. So we subtract 11, we subtract 11, we get 25, right? So basically when we say 36 minus 11, that gives us what? That gives us 25, but job's not finished, right? Like the late Kobe Bryant says, job not finished, job not done. So what we have to do is we have to take 25, right? Take 25. Take 25 and subtract
14.
Subtract 25 and what? 11,
14.
right? So we're using 11 again. Say 25 minus 11, 5 minus 1 is
4.
5 minus 1 is 4, very good. And 2 minus 1 is what?
1.
Minus 1 is 1, very good. And so the answer here is what? The answer is what?
14.
The answer is 14, very good. The answer is 14. And so we have to do 25 minus 11, okay, 25 minus 11, and the answer here is going to be 14. Class, do y'all understand that or no? Let me know if y'all understand that, what we doing so far. Let me know if y'all get it, understand what's happening.
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
You got it? So we have 36 minus 11, which is 25, 25 minus 11, which is 14. And then we're gonna subtract by 11 again. By the way, what's y'all answers? But I never even asked for y'all answers. What are y'all answers?
The one after 14 will be 3.
3.
And
Uh-huh.
then
Three.
negative 8.
-8. Where do I get -8 from? Why are we dealing with negative numbers? What is this? This is blasphemy. Where we get the negative from?
Because you subtract 11 from 3, and you can't do it. And the answer will be -3.
Well, okay, let's start with subtracting from 11. Let's subtracting 11 and 14. Let's do that, right? So we're gonna subtract 11. So we're gonna be 14 minus 11, okay? And Aliyah, are you here?
Yes, so
And where's Crimson? Crimson, are you there?
I'm here.
15 minutes late.
You watching when I enter the class?
Yes, I am. I have to watch you.
Hey.
I have to watch you because you have the tendency of sleeping.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So
At
14.
least I don't sleep in class.
Yeah, but you can't sleep while class is going on. That's just as bad. What?
Oh.
Yes, it is. 4 minus 1
3.
is what? 3. And then 1 minus 1 is 0. What does that mean? That means that we just gonna subtract 14 minus 11. That gives us what? That gives us 3. And so the answer is 3. So the first one that we can put here is 3, undoubtedly, right? How many persons got 3? You got 3 for the first one. Let me know if you got 3 for the first one.
I did.
Let me know if you got 3 for the
I
first
did.
one.
I did.
Okay, good, perfect.
Yes.
So now for the next one, we have to subtract by 11 again. So we're gonna say, okay, 3 minus 11. And when we do 3 minus 11, what y'all got?
-8.
3
-8.
minus 11. How did y'all get -8? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How did you get negative
Because-
8?
Subtract 11.
And then
I-
minus 3 equals 8.
I don't understand how you got negative 8.
Guys do it like you
You've
owe
asked if you
someone.
get 0, and if you go for the rest of the numbers, they'll be negative going that way.
I don't understand that. I don't understand
You
that.
owe someone $11, but you only have
Wait,
$3.
I don't want Alea, I don't want you to answer. I want Nakaria to
Yes,
answer.
Timothy?
Yes, Mr.
Go ahead,
Potato,
Nakar.
this is for psychology.
Go ahead, Ariana. I would love to hear what you gotta say. What you saying?
I was realizing you were like saying, well, how do we get 8? But
Yeah, how do you get, yeah.
because you can't, well, logically, you can't subtract a smaller number from a bigger
Yes.
number.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It turns into negative when you do it anyway. So that's when you flip it. And so 11, take away 3 would be 8. But since we're taking it away from 3, which we can't, we would say that it's negative because it's going past what it can actually do.
Very good, Ariana. That's an excellent answer. Thank you so much. Very good answer. I agree with her. All right, so
And I basically say today,
I mean, like, that's still negative 8.
all right, so basically, for those who still don't understand, like Mr. Petit, how is it negative 8? How is it negative 8? These small Alexes just getting negative 8. Let me
I just
explain.
go big.
Let me
The
explain.
number line is less.
So,
Yeah.
you wasn't gonna say no number line.
Mr. C, you won't give me a chance to call
You're
my
saying-
name out here and say the number line.
You wasn't gonna
I
say no
would
number
guarantee
line.
that Mr. B.
Ariana, they trying to steal your shine. Don't let them steal your thunder.
Okay.
Especially Alea. She like to steal people's thunder. Don't let her steal your thunder.
I'd like to point out that you muted me. I was very hurt, Mr. Petit.
Let me then be muted again.
You mute me again, Mr. Petit.
Only because I draw in this number line, you know. So lucky. All right, so this is gonna be -4, negative. Are y'all familiar with the number line, right? Everyone should be familiar with the number line. -6, -6, -7, -8, -8, and -9. All right. And so basically what we have is we have class, please understand it's the same link every time, okay? So I don't know why people still asking me to send me the link. It's the same link. I don't get it. It's the same link. All right, so what we're gonna do, we start from 3 and we have to move what? This is what? We have to minus what? -11. And so since we're minusing 11, what that means, we have to move over to the right or left? To the what?
Left.
To the left, how
Left.
many times? How many times to the left? We minusing 11. So how many times to the left?
11.
11 times. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And so we land on what? We land on what? We land on what? -8. So the answer is gonna be what? -8. Does that make sense to you all? I mean, if that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we have 3 minus, so sorry, we have 3 and -8. So the answer is gonna be what? The answer is 3 and -8. That's the answer for this one. I have so much things on the screen. Class, do y'all understand this? Let me know if y'all understand this, please. How we got this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they work again. Well, yes, sir. I understand.
Okay. The rest of the rest of us, do you understand how I got 3 and -8? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, this is our first one. This is a sequences one. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Sorry, what was the topic?
You should have come earlier to know. Okay, take a picture of your work and send it to me via
I
WhatsApp
see how it
again.
is.
Fucked up.
Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do y'all understand this one? Do y'all understand sequence? How do y'all feel about sequences questions? Pretty good.
This is easy.
Easy. I like that.
Mhm.
Easy. That's good. Anyone who do not understand how I got this, let me know, please, if you do not understand how I got 3 and -11. Sorry, 3 and -8. Crimson, the topic is sequences, prime factorization,
you.
and measurements. Okay. That's section 1, by the way. That's not like the actual topic. All right.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No problem. Where is Dior Smith? Dior Smith, can you hear me? Where's Dior Smith? Dior Smith? We can't really have from Dior Smith. Denaj Moss. Denaj Moss. Can you hear me? Where's Denaj?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how I got 3 and -8?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and explain how I got that.
You got it by subtracting 11 by 3.
I mean, like, not -8. The two answers, the 3 and -8. How did I get that?
You got the 3 by subtracting 11 by 14
How did I know that it was 11?
because you subtracted 36 by 25.
Mm-hmm. And so we found out that the pattern is it's 11 each time, right?
Yes, sir.
And so we just follow that pattern. That makes sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. All right, so let's move on from this into prime factorization. Hopefully we have a good question. Have you already sent in the work? Let me know if you already sent in the work, please. Have you already sent in the work before I move on? Let me know. Hello, class. Have you already sent in the work? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where's Judea or Judea? Judea, can you hear me? Where's Judea? Judea, can you hear me? Where's Judea? Judea Allen. Judea Allen. I'm not able to have for some reason. That's not good. Jed Monroe, do you understand what we did? Where's Jed Monroe? Jed Monroe?
Yes, I understand. Sorry, I was just sending the work to you.
How did we get the 3 and -8?
The 3,
And
you
negative. How did we get the 3 and -8?
you subtract the 14 from the 11, and to get the -8, you add the, I don't know that part.
We subtract 3 by -11 as well to get the -8. But when we subtracted,
Oh,
when we subtracted, we move over 11 times to the left. That's how we get -8. So it's still 3 minus 11, but it's going to be -8, not +8, because we're going
Okay.
down to the left. That makes sense?
yes, sir.
Good. Let's move over to the next one. Go ahead and take a picture of this and move on with our stuff. So hopefully this is clear to you all. Hopefully this is clear. All right, so let's move on from this. All right, so do y'all see the screen? Let me know if y'all see it. Class, let me know y'all see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Can y'all see the question or I need to bring it down?
Yes, sir,
I can see the question.
Okay. So Go ahead, Jada, read the question for me.
No, so I can't see it.
You said you can't? Okay,
Yes, I cannot.
open your eyes. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down.
Pause.
What happened? Crimson, can you keep your composure?
This song that you sang. It's the wrong flat.
I was just singing an Encanto song, that's it. All right, it should be this. Go ahead, Crimson. Right,
Write
so-
72 as a product of its prime factors.
very good. So this is prime factorization. We have to write 72 as a product of its prime factors. Class, do y'all know how to do this, or it's not, y'all don't know how to do this?
Yes, sir. I know how to do it.
Okay.
I know how to do it.
All
I
right, so
don't.
so how would you go about writing 72 as a product of its prime factors? How would you go about doing that? For those who
Do
don't know.
73 and then
Mm-hmm.
and
Go
then
ahead.
you forget
Go ahead, Chanel.
times and
Say
then
it
you
again.
forget what you put 72 and then you figure out what times what could give you 72 and then you break it down into its prime numbers and then you keep breaking it down.
Okay, that. Do we agree with her or no? I think she may
Yes,
know.
That's all.
and another way you can do it is a factor.
Okay, we're
creating-
not asking you for another way, Crimson. Why are you showing off, Crimson? Come on.
That hurt.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead and explain the other way. That's another way as well. What's another way?
I was saying like we could also do the prime factorization tree. That's the next easy way.
That's what you're talking about, the prime factor tree.
Oh,
I thought you was gonna mention the other way, the actual other way. There's another way.
Made the ladder.
The ladder.
method.
Yeah, the ladder method. Do you all like the ladder method?
no, sir.
Yes, I do. That's
You do.
the
you-
No,
that's
sir.
what I use right now.
That's what you use.
I rather tree.
What is the ladder method?
What is the, oh gosh. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. A layer. There had been just one person.
Mr. Petit, I only use the tree.
But the ladder method,
I don't know what that is now.
Okay.
the ladder method,
I feel like the ladder method is more
Miss Vicky.
organized.
you think the you,
It's easier.
you think the ladder method is easier?
I feel like it's more organized.
It's
Yeah.
more organized. That's true, because you only could use prime numbers. That's true. I mean, you don't only have to use prime numbers. You could start whatever you want, but you gotta still slim it down. I never liked the ladder method. I just never, you know. But people who use the ladder method, I mean, more power to you. I just wasn't a fan of the ladder method when I was in school. But both methods work. I'm gonna teach the prime factor tree. So basically, we ask ourselves what two numbers can go into. Basically, what are two factors of 72? Like what two numbers you could use to get. If you multiply them together, you get 72. What number you wanna use?
8 and 9.
3
8 and
times
9,
8 and 9. You could use 8 and 9. That's true. What else you could use?
3
6
times
and
24.
12.
3 times 24. What else?
6 and
What else?
2 times 36.
Gee, 2 times 36. Wow. That's a big one.
6
What
and 12.
6 and 12. 6 and 12. Yeah, 6 and 12. That's true. What else? Anything else? What are the factors of 72? So 6 and 12, 2 and 36, 3 and 24, 8 and 9.
9 times 8. Oh, wait,
Say it
you already
again?
said 8 and 9.
Yeah, I
Never mind,
already
you already
said,
said 8 and 9.
Yeah, I know. I already said that. All right, so let's use, I don't know which one I use. I use 36 and 2. Interesting. Why did I do that? All right. That's
Oh,
weird.
no.
Yeah, why would I do that? That is so evil. I
It's
use
the
2
T
and
who's
36.
breaking that down, not me.
I know that
I thought you're supposed to be dividing, not timesing.
you are timesing because 2 times 36 is 72. Okay. I would not use this. Why would I use
I thought AI was supposed to be smart, Mr. Petit.
It is
Right,
smart.
let's
It's
find an
just
easier
that,
way.
yeah, let's not use 2 and 36. I don't know what I was thinking when I
Smart,
was
I don't know what to do.
You might as well use 8 and 9 one
I might
time.
as well use 8 and 9. Why would I do? See oh, I remember now. It was like a test just to see if y'all was, paying attention and alert.
It's always a test when you happen to get it wrong.
Test.
So I didn't actually get it wrong. Please.
Well, you went the long way. And
Why you erase 72 though?
All right. Muted.
Mrs. D, Mrs. D, me and you.
All
Mrs.
right,
D.
so 72, I'm gonna use 8 and 9. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I just remember it was a test. So 8 and 9. 8 and 9 is like the most. I think 6 and 12. 6 and 12 is good, 8 and 9 is good. Not no 2 and 36. That's just, you know, long. All right, so 8 and 9, it's gonna be what? 4 times what? 4 times 2.
2,
And then 9 is what?
3 times 3.
9 is 3 times 3. So 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. And then 4 is what? We can break down
2.
4 again. 4 is gonna be what? 2
2 times 2.
times 2. And that's it. Now you don't say, oh, 2 is 2 times 1 and all that stuff. No, you stop at prime numbers. So 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, that's when you stop. So that means that 72 can be written or can be expressed in terms of its prime factors as follows. It's gonna be what? It's gonna be equal to what? It's gonna be what? 2 times 2 times 2. So that's gonna be 2 times 2 times what else? 2, right? Multiplied by what? Multiplied by 3 times what? Times 3. Very good. And so this is 72 expressed as a product of its prime factors. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Does that make sense? Now how to express it as a product of its prime factors? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Morris, that makes sense to you?
I still a little puzzled.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, what would be the index form?
Yeah, we're gonna index form right after this. You still
So
puzzled?
you're trying to tell me if I use a calculator and I do 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, it would give me 72.
Of course, because 2 to the 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, right? And then 3 times 3 is 9, so it's gonna be 8 times 9 basically.
Oh, 8 times 9, yeah, 8 times 9 is
It's
72.
72, yeah. So
Okay.
basically we only write it in terms of its prime factors, which means that only prime
Yeah,
numbers we
why
can use.
even though how you just put just the 2s and the 3s,
Mhm.
why did you just put the 8 times 9?
No, because that's not a prime number. We only could use prime numbers. So 2s, 3s, 5s, 7s, stuff like that. 15, no, not 15. 11, 13, prime numbers only. Okay.
Okay.
That's why we didn't
All
use
right.
4. And that's why we didn't use 8. Basically, any number that doesn't have any babies, you don't use them. I mean, that's what you could use. So 2 don't have no babies, you could use 2. Same thing with this 2. Same thing with this 2. Same thing with that 2. But you can't use 9 because 9 have babies. You can't use that. Same thing with 8. You can't use that because it has 4 and 2. It could be broken down more. Okay, so it's going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. The rest of us, does that make sense, class? Let me know if that makes sense to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ziana Bo didn't answer. Wiley C. Smith, Xavier, Vincent. Do you all understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wiley C. Smith, I didn't hear you answer. Do you understand this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
You understand how I got this?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Judea, where's Judea? Judea Allen. Can you hear me? Let me see. What happened to your mic? You have to respond. All right. I was asking, do you understand how I got my answer, Judea? Do you understand? type in the chat and let me know if you understand, Judea. You understand? Good. All right. So the next question, part B, okay, is going to be, part B is going to be, let's say we want, part B is going to say, express our answer. So express your answer. So express your answer. Express your answer in lowest terms. Express your answer in lowest terms. Express your answer in lowest terms. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I am autopilot. Say lowest terms. Express your answer in index form. I was truly not on planet Earth. Like literally, I zone out. And I just autopilot. Just my fingers moving and then my brain not.
So it wasn't.
Let me guess, that was a test.
Yeah, that was a test. Thank you, Antoine.
It was a test? Or
was a
then how
test.
come you said you sound out, Mr. Petit?
That's how much of a test it was. You know?
It was so much of a test that
Muted. All right.
Okay, bad.
Remove permission to speak. That's much better. All right. Express your answer and wow, this class feels much more peaceful. Express your answer in index form. How are we gonna express this in index form? We have 72, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. How are we gonna express this in index form?
Put it to the powers.
Put it to the powers. Very good. Very good. So basically, what is it gonna be? This is gonna be
2 to the power 3
72
times power 2.
72 is equal to what? 2 to the power of what? This is what? 1.
2 to the power of 3.
3. How many 3s do we have? We have
2 3s.
3 3s. So 1, 2, 3 multiplied by excuse me, 3 to the power of what? This is what? How many 3s? 1 and 2. And there are 2 3s. Okay, there are 2 3s. And so what do we have? So we have 2 to the third power, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 to the second power, 1, 2. And so that's how we express our answer in index form. Does that make sense to y'all? Let me know if y'all if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense to y'all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The rest of us class, does that make sense? Does that make sense to y'all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
Ariana, Malik, Tarika Curtis, do y'all understand this?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Okay. Tarika, do you understand this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And Tony Cooper. Do you understand this, Tony Cooper?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Explain how we got our answer in index form.
I think I understand. I just joined a few minutes ago.
All right, so let's start off with expressing as a prime factors. So if we want to express 72 as a prime factors, first of all, what's a prime number? Do you know what is a prime number, Tony?
Yes, sir.
What is a prime number?
A prime number is a whole number greater than 1. That can't be divided.
That
by a whole number.
only has what?
2, 3, 5, 7, and 11.
That only has 2 factors. Okay.
Okay.
So you are right. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and stuff, right? So we want to express 72 as a product of its prime factor. So basically, we do the table, we break it down. Not table. We do the factor tree, we break it down. We get 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay. But then we want to express the answer in index form. So how are we going to do that?
because it's 2 times 2 times 2.
Mhm.
That's 3 times. So you put to the power 2 to the power 3.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 is only 2 times. 3 times 3. That's
Mhm.
just 2 times. So 3 to the power of 2.
Very good. Very good. All right. Jaden, Xavier, Tavana, do you all understand this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jaden did not respond. Jaden Gomez, do you understand this? Jaden Gomez. How about Chevette, Shantasia, and Chanel? Do you all understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shantasia, Chanel, Jones. Do you all understand this?
Yes, sir.
Chanel Jones.
Yes, sir.
All right. And Samaya.
Excuse me, sir.
Go ahead.
I have to go for a second, but I'll be right back.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Good. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And then we can move on. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. My number is 426-8891. So 426-8891. For those of you who are new, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Judea Allen, I need you to send me your work as well. I don't think I've received any work from you. My number is 426-8891. That's in the chat. So take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. That's Judea Allen. You need to do that, please. Do you understand, Judea? Where's Judea? Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. My number is inside the chat. 426-8891. The rest of us, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Samaya, Ronald, Roll, and Rihanna. Do you all understand this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where Randolph, Ralph, Patrick, Nakaria. Do you all understand this?
Yes, sir.
I'm not hearing from Randolph.
Yes, sir. I understand.
I'm not hearing from Randolph. Randolph Bethel. How about you, Rashid Wilson? Do you understand this? Rashid Wilson.
Yes, sir.
That's good. And Markeo, Makea, and Mark. Do you all understand this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Makeo. Let me know if y'all understand this, please. All right, so let's move on from this and let's begin to, so we did sequences. We already did sequences, we already did prime factorization. Yes, I was calling you. I'm asking, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, so let's move on. So we already did sequences, we already did prime factorization. Let's move on to measurements, our favorite measurements. All right, so number 3. I mean, my chart did look good.
I don't know about that.
It did. I mean, come on, don't be jealous. Look at that. It's long, but
Jealous of what?
so you could use it with 3 and 23 and 36 as well, but that's just too long. Just use 8 and 9. And then index form is still the same thing. All right, moving right along. You draw a sketch of this image. You don't have to draw it precisely, just so you could know like what you were doing. But they want us, they give us a ruler, they given, was they use the ruler to state, sorry, use the given ruler to calculate the length in centimeters. Oh gosh, this is a tough question. Use the given ruler to calculate the length in centimeters of the nail clippers. All right, how are we gonna do this? So they gave us a ruler. Go ahead, Crimson.
I can't find the drawing in right now.
Yeah, try your best to draw it.
I could draw, but right now I'm so sick of drawing.
You'll be good.
Mr.
You'll be excellent.
Who's supposed to draw this?
Say it again, Miss Morris.
You know, this my kryptonite. I can't draw for nothing.
You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
I know, but not drawing. I know
All
that's for
things.
sure.
All things.
That's for sure.
Miss, this is too complicated, Mr. D.
Some
Why
people
don't
can't
you
draw, you know.
draw a pencil?
I could draw straight.
We do
I
draw.
could do the
No,
ruler,
this is AI created.
That's
but
not
to
AI.
accept the ruler, I could do the ruler. I
You could do the
honestly
ruler.
could.
You could do the ruler.
So would you accept the ruler?
Yeah, I can accept the ruler. Accept the ruler.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Again, take a picture of your work. I mean, quickly draw this.
Not only you say you have to draw it, you say quickly. No, thank
Quickly,
you.
quickly.
That's why you always work out your hand.
All right. Okay, y'all complain about the drawing. Let me just show y'all how to draw this. So first,
No, because if RBJC kill me, I have an
So-
art exam next week.
Yes, sir.
so first, let me show you how to draw this. So first you do a line. You go like this. Go like that. Okay. This is a nail clipper. I don't know if y'all could see the nail clipper. It's a nail clipper actually.
Yeah.
Did you tracing? Dang,
This is an-
dang, fair, don't
this-
go.
You mean this don't count?
Oh, don't count that
Yes, I
image
mean,
is
it's-
already there.
I mean, I
That's
mean this does not count.
That's like copying someone's work, saying it's yours, and then laughing in
Mm-mm.
their face.
No, this is not copying. This is
Yes,
original,
it is.
original work.
Original Google.
All
Ah.
the blank page is draw out.
All right, make sure
Mr.
yours look as good as mine. Go ahead, Ronald.
You basically promoting plagiarism, Mr. Biddy.
This isn't plagiarism,
No,
man.
This is plagiarism.
This is
What
being
he said.
authentic. Being Alea,
Authentic.
Alea, do you need
Yes?
another timeout? Do you need another timeout?
Authentic, Mr. B. All you have to do
Zero
is
stars, Mr. B.
All right, good. That's how
see,
you draw.
Mr. B can never put me in time mode.
Oh, really? Let me put you in
Yes,
time.
sir.
Let me put you in time mode. You look like you need a time mode. Remove permission to speak.
Mr. B, God, you need to stop this madness.
I still talking though.
All right, so how are we gonna draw this? Y'all been talking about how to not draw it. How are we gonna measure this? Y'all been talking about how to draw it. How are we gonna measure it? That's the most important question. I didn't measure it. I didn't draw this.
You have to convert.
Say it again.
You have to convert.
No, but how to measure it? Like, what is the measurement of this thing?
Oh, like you have to count. Oh, 112.
112?
Yes, sir. And
112?
then you have to convert it.
All right, anyone else believe it's 112? Let me know if you
Oh, no, I lied. Sorry, that wrong.
No, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it. No mistakes are allowed.
Oh, that wrong.
No
because I
mistakes
think
are allowed.
it-
No mistakes are allowed. No mistakes are allowed. You can't say, oh, I was forgetting. No mistakes. No mistakes are allowed. Okay, class, how are we gonna?
It's worth 60 million. 60.
60?
You have to subtract. Yes, sir, because you have to subtract 112 from 52.
You say 112? Okay, no problem. All right, so how are we gonna measure it out? That's very important.
It's 9 centimeters and 0.9.
Say it again.
It's 9.9 centimeters.
9.9 centimeters. How you get that?
It's a deeper answer the job.
Okay.
I know it right.
Okay. Okay. So what are we gonna do here? Well, Tavana, what do you think?
5.5 centimeters.
5.5 centimeters. Okay. So basically what we have here is so basically what we have here is we have the count. So what we're gonna do here is we have to figure out like what is this? So what is, let me zoom this in some more. This is actually on what? What number is this on? This one right there is actually on what?
57.
50s.
Okay, this is 50, right? This is 50, right?
56.
This is 51. This is 52. This is 53. Oh, I could go in some more. Look at that. Let's do it again. This is 50. This is 51, 52,
Right on 57.
53, 54, 55, 56, and 57. So the beginning mark is what? 57. So let's come out. It's gonna be 57. So this is 57, right? So the beginning mark is, as we know, is 57. 57, what? Millimeters, right? That's 57. I want to know what this one is on. So let's zoom in for that. So the beginning is 57. And okay.
112.
Let's zoom in. Oh gosh. Okay, cool. Oopsies.
And 57 meters subtract 112 meters is 55.
This one is what? 110.
112.
Right? And then what? 111. And then this is what? 112. Right? So 110, 111, and then 112. And so let me zoom this out. Okay, so I don't know if y'all could see this yet. So like I said, this one, if you look carefully, it's 57. This one is 112. And so what that means is this one is going to be 57. And this one is going to be right there, 112. Why is that important? Why is that important? Because we want to find the distance between them, right? So in order for us to find the distance between them, we're just going to do what?
Subtract.
Subtract. Very good. So we're going to say 112. Okay. 112 minus what? Minus
57.
Minus 57. And what is 112 minus 57? That gives us what? That gives us 50. What? Let's check. So 112. So 112 minus
55.
57. How do you get 57? How do you get 55? Let's check it first. 2 minus 7. We can't do that. It's going to be
Maybe because the
12.
answer is
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Where's the answer? 5. Then it's gonna be 10. 10 minus 5 is what? 5 as well.
5.
So the answer is 55 millimeters. Okay. So that's the length of the nail clipper. But are we done with this question? Are we done with this question?
No, so
No, we're not done. Why are we not done with the question?
So
you have to
convert
convert
it
the
into
centimeters.
centimeters.
You have to convert it into centimeters. Very good. You have to convert the centimeters. All right. And so that's what we have to do. How do we convert millimeters to centimeters?
You have to know how many centimeters or how many millimeters are in a centimeter.
Very good. So we're going to use our acronym. It's the acronym that we use.
Knock him down, Larry. Don't commit murder.
Yeah.
That's too violent. King Harry.
Mr. Petit.
Was the middle of it was
Exactly. And this you who say knock him down, Grammy.
Down to chocolate milk.
Yeah, that's to the chocolate milk one. That's too
I
violent.
learned that one and from my laptop.
That's true. So knock him down, minister. Don't commit murder. So the M here is for the meters. The K is for kilometers. The C is for centimeters. And the M is for millimeters. So we're moving from centimeters to millimeters, which is basically dividing by 10. That's all. Because we're moving over to the right. I'm sorry. What am I doing? We're moving from millimeters
Yeah,
to,
that's the wrong way.
yeah, we're
That's what
moving from
I'm
millimeters to centimeters. Millimeters to
That
centimeters.
wasn't no set. That was
We're moving
no
from
test.
millimeters to centimeters. We're moving to millimeters to centimeters. Are you okay? Are you good?
You said the wrong thing, not me.
Are you okay?
You was trying to move from centimeters to millimeters.
Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? So we're
We
moving
are not
from,
okay.
boy,
Ain't okay.
y'all let's
He
ask
was
for
like
this
a
timeout.
target us.
Y'all let's ask for these timeouts. It's just big
We
for us.
thought you
Excuse me,
said
Mr. Petit.
Yes.
Are we having classes on spring break too?
Yeah, we are in classes next week as well. All right. That's a good question.
Okay.
We are having classes.
Leo, when you do something wrong, we can put him on blast.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we can put you.
Remove permission to talk. Well, that was easy. All right, so we move.
But you muted her.
We go from millimeters to centimeters. Move over to the what? To the left once. And so that's all. And then that's basically multiplying by 10, basically. So that's all we're gonna do. So we're gonna say, why did I divide? Oh yeah, that's divided. So how do I know that? Because we're moving over to the left. We're moving over to the left. If we move over to the left, that's gonna be like that. Yeah, so it's gonna be 0.5. So the answer is 0.5. I mean, not 0.5, 5.5 centimeters. So what did we do? We have
I was right.
You got it? 5.5?
Right.
Okay. So we have knock him down, minister, don't commit murder. The M is for millimeters. The C is for centimeters. Okay. We take the millimeters and we move it over to the left once, right? Which is basically the same as dividing by 10. Same as dividing by 10. And so this 55 millimeters that we had, when we divide it by 10, we get 5.5 centimeters. And so that's the answer, 5.5 centimeters, and that's what we are looking for. Does that make sense to y'all or no? I mean, if that makes sense. That makes sense to y'all? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Petit, why we divide it by 10?
You're dividing by 10 because you're converting millimeters to centimeters. And because since we move over to the left once, you have to divide. That's basically dividing by 10. Because you had to move over to the left once. That's division by 10 right there.
Or we could just say 1 centimeter equal 10 millimeters.
Yeah, or you could just say that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. And so how many?
No, I just was a little confused on that piece there.
Okay.
The 10
Yeah.
But now that I see the thing to the top, I remember.
Yeah, we
it
move.
goes the ones, 10s, 100 and all that.
Exactly. Any questions on this? Let me know if you have any questions on this. Any questions? Let me know, please, if you have any questions on this. Malaya, Liliana, Kamani, and Kylie. Do you all understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Kylie, Kyla, do you all understand this? Let me know, please. Kylie and Kyla, do you all understand this? By the way, take a picture of your work and send to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send to me via WhatsApp. Crimson, Kaino, Chloe, and Cavante, do you all understand this? Let me know if you understand this.
Yes, sir.
Kaino, Cavante, do you understand this? And
Yes, sir.
good. And Jerusalem, Judea, Joel, and Jed Monroe, do you all understand this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can you explain it again, please?
Joel, you weren't paying attention.
No, sir.
You have to be paying attention, Joel.
Yes, sir.
Antoine, you don't understand either?
I remember I understand.
So why you say you don't understand?
Why I say that?
All right. You need a timeout. All right. All right, Alea, are you good?
No, Mr. Petit. You muted me, Mr. Petit.
All right, so let's go ahead and explain this. Explain this to Joel, Alea. How we got
Mr. Petit,
5.5.
I understand how to do this.
You do not explain it to Joel?
What, you want me to explain it to Joel?
Explain it to Joel.
Okay.
How did we get 5.5 meters? And it's not okay, it's either yes or no, so Alea.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So first, you have to figure out how long the nail clippers are, and it starts at 57 millimeters and ends at 112 millimeters. So you'd have to minus those two numbers, and that gives you 55 millimeters. But you ain't done because you have to convert to centimeters. So you could use the phrase "knock him down, minister, don't commit murder."
Yes.
And to move from millimeters to centimeters is 10. So you go over one to the left, and that gives you 5.5 centimeters.
Yes, very good, Alea. Finally doing something good with your life. All right, so you move over to the left.
Petit, 0 stars on Facebook. Yep.
Yeah, I need a good review. All right, so move over to the left once. That's basically dividing by 10. And that's how we got 5.5 centimeters. Any questions on this before I move on? Any questions? Let me know.
No, so we good.
Good? Okay. All right.
Yeah, Mr. D. I thought so.
What? Not you begging me in the chat. Mr. Petit, please. Please. I ain't gonna do it again. Please. Unmute my mic. Please.
I never said.
Oh my goodness, I have proof. I could send screenshots. All right, so let's move on from this. We are going on to the next section. The next section is going to be on mathematical terminology and evaluating numerical.
Can you
Sorry.
say that wasn't here.
I can't see
It's very easy. It's very easy. Don't mind the words. It's just very easy.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, go ahead.
that's what we're going on to now.
Yeah, right now, yeah. It's very easy. Like you didn't have to sweat it. Like y'all could get it. I don't even have to teach y'all it. That's how easy it is. All right. Go ahead, Tony Cooper. Read this question for me, please.
Calculate the product of the difference between 401 and 378 and the quotient of 51 and 17.
Very good. And Tavano, read this question for me, please. Where's Tavano? Tavano Sutherland, can you hear me? Tavano. Can't really hear from Tavano. Shantasia, can you read this question, please? Calculate the product.
Yeah, I reach up.
All right, go ahead, Tavano. Read this question.
Calculate the product of the difference between 401 and 378 and the one of 51 and 17.
It's the quotient of 51 and 17. Thank you, Tavano. Now, the reason why this is called mathematical terminology is because you just basically have to know what these words mean. So that's why I say it's very easy, because I believe you already know. So what does product mean? What does product mean?
To multiply.
Multiply, very good. What does difference mean?
Subtract.
Very good. What does the quotient mean?
Divide.
Divide, very good. That's why it's called mathematical terminology, because we have to understand what these terms mean. So they want us to calculate the product of the difference between 401 and 378 and the quotient of 51 and 17. So can someone lay out, like, what am I gonna do with this? Like, what am I gonna do first? What am I gonna do second? Like, what am I gonna do with this?
This is like operations of order.
First subtract.
Say it again.
First subtract.
First subtract. What am I gonna subtract?
370 from 401.
Very good. So first we're gonna find the difference. Let's do that. So to find the difference, we have 401 and 378. Class, when y'all subtract them, what y'all get? When y'all subtract those two, what do y'all get?
13.
Say it again.
13.
13. Okay, let's check. Let's see if that's right. Can't just automatically accept it.
Bring me Mr. Petit.
I gotta check and see if it's right. So we have 401. 401 minus what? 3, 7, 8. All over what? All over what? So 1 minus 8 is what? We can't really do that. 0 minus 7, we can't do that. This becomes what? 3. This is 10. This is 9. This is 11. What is 11 minus 8?
3.
8, 9, 10, 11. That's 3. Very good.
3.
What is 9 minus 7?
2.
2.
2. Very good. 9 minus 7 is 2. And what is 3 minus 3?
0.
0. Very good. So what is the difference between 401 and 378?
23.
The difference is?
23.
The difference is 23. Very good. The difference is 23. So are we done, or we still have to do more stuff? What else we have to do?
To do more stuff.
So we have to do more, right? And Jasmine, Rose, what's the next thing we have to do? We already found the difference. What we gotta do next thing we have to do, Jasmine? Jasmine, Rose. Where's Jasmine? Can't really hear from Jasmine. Jemiah Miller. Jemiah, can you hear me? Where's Jemiah?
Yes, sir.
Good. What's the next thing we're gonna do, Jemiah? After we already found the difference of 401 and 378, what's the next thing we're gonna do? Do you know?
And I could.
Jemiah, do you know? Where's Jemiah? Say it again. Do you know? I could barely hear you.
Hear me?
I get you now. Do you know what we do next? So we already found the difference between 401 and 378. What's the next thing we do? We have to find the what?
But we divide
Very good. We divide what?
51 and 17.
Very good. So we divide 51 and 17. Class, when we divide 51 and 17, what do we get?
3.
3, really?
Yes, sir, we get 3.
You get 3?
Mr. Petit, they just do a box flip.
Oh boy. Moving on.
How you get to a box flip?
I don't know. Wait, 17 into what? 51? I trying to be safe. 17 times.
Oh my God.
17 times what? Would y'all say 3? Y'all say 3?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's try that. 3 sounds like it makes sense. Because 7 times 3 is 21. Bring down the 1 and put the 2 up. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is gonna be what? 51. 51. Sound like the 51% tariffs that Donald Trump put on these countries. All right, 17 times.
What is the
I thought you was supporting Trump, Mr. Petit.
17 times 3 is what? 51. You know what the tariff is? Oh gosh, don't worry about it. 1 minus 1 is 0.
I confused.
5 minus 5 is 0.
Means we pay more money.
Yeah, it means you pay more money. More money.
Thank you, Miss or Mom.
All right.
You're welcome.
Charlita, don't worry about Antoine. Antoine need a lot of help in life.
Oh my God.
All right. The quotient is going to be 3. So they said the difference. Okay, so first of all, class, what is the difference? The difference is what? The difference
23.
23. Very good. What is the quotient? The quotient is what?
3.
Quotient is 3. Very good. Now we need to find the what?
Product.
The product. Very good. What does product mean? Product means what?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So we have to multiply what?
3 times 23.
3 times 23.
Excellent, class. And so we say 23 multiplied by
3.
By 3. Okay. 3 times 3 is what?
9.
9, very good. 3 times 2 is what?
6.
What is 3 times 2?
6.
6, very good. Give me 1 second, please. 1 moment. All right, so when we find the product, we know that the product is what? The product is multiplication. So 23 times 3 is going to be what? 69. So the answer is 69. Does that make sense to y'all, class? Let me know if y'all understand this. If this makes sense to y'all.
Yes, sir.
That's very good. How do you feel about this question? Very easy, hard, medium, difficult? How is
It's
this?
easy. We learned that the product is time, the difference is take away, and the quotient is divide.
Yeah,
It's
so
easy.
it's
How
it
do
should be
we know that?
very good. Pretty straightforward after that. After you know the terms, right? Pretty
Yes,
straightforward
sir.
after that. I want to know Jemiah. Do you understand this? Where's Jemiah? Jemiah, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Jaden Seymour and Jada. Do you
Who's the
understand
P?
this? 1 second. Jaden Seymour and Jada. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Jaden, do you understand this?
Which Jaden?
Jaden Seymour. I don't know if he could speak. Ivory, do you understand this? Where's Ivory? Ivory, do you understand this? Again, Ivory, where's Ivory?
Yes, I understand.
Does make sense? Okay. And you say you're gonna send everything on Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
Maya Leah, do you understand this? Where's Maya Leah? Maya Leah, do you understand this? And what's the name? Chloe. Chloe, do you understand this? Where's Chloe? Chloe Oliver.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how you got this?
Yes, sir.
Are you writing down the notes? Because I haven't been seeing notes from you.
Yes, sir. I had to just return class.
But do you understand how you got 69?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And Genesis Sweeting. Genesis, you're pretty quiet these days.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
I don't want to be like Antoine them getting well to bad answer.
No, we're friendly.
Wow.
We're friendly.
Wow.
Wow. We're
I
friendly.
just be observing in silence and keeping my
Wow,
mouth
you.
closed.
Genesis, I thought it was one of us, bro, but
I am. That's why I got to keep my mouth closed so I don't get shamed.
Oh, wow. We're good. We're good people. We're family in there.
Mr. Petit, I have an idea. What if you let me
This
come
is a
teach your class
crazy
one day?
family.
Will you let me teach the class for the day or for one day, Mr. Petit?
Mr. D, why you muting me?
Y'all need time
If
out.
that comes
You don't
to
want me
be
to speak my truth, Mr. D.
Ah, boy. Y'all be doing so well.
Let me teach the class for one day, Mr. Petit.
The quietest one in this class.
All right. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let me talk to Shavarian. Shavarian, how you doing? It's Shavarian.
Hi, good.
How is life?
Life Okay.
Good, because I just want to speak to someone with sanity because I don't understand sometimes. Sometimes you need a breath of fresh air.
First
So.
need to
You trying to say we don't have sanity?
Yeah,
didn't
Mr.
say-
Beast, you don't have sanity.
I didn't say that.
I'm very sanitary.
I didn't say that.
What?
Say sanitary. All right, let's move on to the next
He
one.
said sanity, not sanitary.
All right, let's move on to we need to do find the exact value. So we already did mathematical terminology. That's good. Let's do find the exact value. I don't know, it should be easy as well. I think you all should know how to do this. Okay, so finding the exact value. Or another word for it is substitution. That's another way you might hear your teacher categorize this. The substitution. Everyone should know this. Like, this is not difficult. I probably say that for every question. But
You do. But this sometimes can be confusing.
okay, so let's move on from this. All right, so we got that. That's good. Okay, good. So go ahead. Cleveland, read the question for me, please. Where's Cleveland? Cleveland, can you hear me? It's Cleveland. And I can't hear Cleveland. Daxia Smith, where's Daxia Smith? Daxia, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Daxia, are you sending your notes?
Yes, sir.
For the day? You sent your notes for the day?
No, sir, not yet.
Yeah, so you need to send in your notes, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, read the question for me.
Given that x is equal to -3 and y is equal to 4, calculate.
Go ahead, Daxia, we're listening to you.
Given that x is equal to -3 and y is equal to 4, calculate the value of 3 to the y to the power 3 and x plus x and y.
Very good. And Dior Smith, where's Dior? Dior Smith.
Yes, sir.
Dior, have you been sending me your notes?
Yesterday, I think I didn't send them in because my mommy was open and I forgot to send them in. But then my mommy going out again today. So when she come home, I can send them in.
You have to send in your notes, Dior. And if you don't understand something, you have to let me know, Dior. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you do not understand?
No, sir.
Okay, so, but you have to send your notes. Go ahead and read the question for me.
Given that x equals -3 and y equals 4, calculate the value of y third
Y to the third power.
y to the third power plus x1
Y to the third power plus.
xy.
Very good, plus xy.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I'm done.
All right. And Danaj, Danaj Moss, read the question for me, please.
Given that x equals -3 and y equals 4, calculate the true value of y to the third power plus xy.
Very good.
Mr. Petit, you finish.
All right, if you finish, let me know your answer, please. If you finish.
I got 52.
52.
Yeah,
52.
52.
52. 52.
Can I explain how I did
52.
it?
That's just like Donald Trump's tariffs.
52.
That is at 52%.
Excuse me, Miss Badu. I mean, Miss Petit.
Muted.
Mr. P, can I explain how I did it?
Mr. Batu.
So next one, I need to go in timeout.
Oh, my God, we joke, man.
All right. Amaya, you want to explain how you got it?
Yes, sir.
That's kind. Go ahead and explain how you got it.
Okay, so because x is equal to -3 and y is equal to 4, I can calculate the value of y to the third power plus xy. So what I did first was I multiplied 4 times 4 times 4 because y to the third power is 4 to the third power, which is 4 times
Amaya,
4
you
times 4.
sound muffled. Like you sound.
So give me one second.
They usually sound clearer.
More clear, not clearer.
No, you don't say more clearer. Just say clearer.
It's more clear.
Is it better?
Much better.
Okay, so
Much better.
first I multiplied 4 times 4 times 4 because y is equal to 4, so it'd be 4 to the third power, which is 4 times 4 times 4, which gave me 4. Hold on, what I get for that?
64.
Yeah, that 64. Yeah, 64. And then x is equal to -3. So then a negative and a positive is equal to a negative. So it became 64 minus 3 times 4. And that got me 52.
So you got 52. So very good, Amaya. So basically, we have to just substitute. But we have substitute our values. So we know that x is -3. So wherever we see x, we're gonna put -3. And we know that y is 4. So wherever we see y, we're gonna put 4. And so that would give us again, y is what? Y is 4, right? And x is what? -3. Okay. So we're gonna put it in there. We're gonna put y in here. All right. So what does that mean? That means that we're gonna have what? We're gonna have, let me go ahead and do it. We're gonna have what? 4 to the third power. So 4 to the third power plus -3 times 4. Again, 4 to the third power plus -3 times 4. All right. And so let's go ahead and do that. What is 4 to the power of 3? 4 to the power of 3 is going to be equal to what? That's 4 times what?
4 times 4 times 4.
Times what? Times 4. Very good. And what is 4 times 4? 4 times 4 is what?
16.
16, very good. Times 4. And what is 16 times 4? 16 times 4 is what?
64.
64, very good. Good. So it's 4 cubed or 4 to the third power. 4 times 4 times 4. And so that's how we got it. 4 cubed. 4 cubed. So that's going to be 4 cubed, which is 64. Right? Also, we have -3 times 4. What is -3 times 4? The -3 times 4 is
-12.
-12. -12. We know that a positive times a negative is what? A negative.
A negative.
And so basically what we have now is 64 minus 12. And 64 minus 12 is definitely, I got 52. Did anyone else get 52? Let me know if y'all, got 52 as well.
Yeah.
Anyone else got 52?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Say it again. You put it inside the chat?
Okay. Yes.
That's good. Dior, do you understand how I got 52 or no? Dior, do you understand how I got 52? I got 52, yeah. Where's Dior? Dior Smith, do you understand how I got 52? And Danielle Johnson, where's Danielle Johnson? Danielle Johnson, do you understand how I got 52?
Yes, sir.
Explain how I got 52, Danielle. Or you need me to explain it again?
Can you explain again, please?
So what we do is we substitute, right? So what is x? X is what?
-3,
Good. What is y? Y is what?
4,
Good. So we're gonna put the x in here, and we're gonna put the y where? Here, right? So x is -3, y is 4. That makes sense?
yes, sir.
Good. So 4 cubed is what? What is 4 cubed? What's 4 cubed?
4 cubed is 4 times 4 times 4,
Very good. 4 times 4 is what?
16, and then times 4 is 64.
Very good. So we know that 4 cubed is 64. What is -3 times 4?
-12,
Very good. Positive times a negative is a what?
negative,
A negative. So we say 64 minus 12. What is 64
right?
minus 12? That gives us what?
52.
52. Very good. And so that's how we get 52.
Mr. Petit.
That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
No.
May I excuse for a second, please?
Yes, you can.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I'd like to wonder how you muted me when I was just trying to ask to use the bathroom, and that was a complete accident when I called you Mr. Window.
Move right along. Okay, so we did find the exact value. I think this is pretty easy. How do y'all find this question? Difficult?
Easy.
We got it down pat.
Got it down, Bob? Okay, good.
I wouldn't say down pack, but yes, there.
It's there?
Yes, man, down pat. This
Yes,
easy.
yes.
Say it's easy, okay. I told you math is easy, don't make it hard. Okay. Okay.
Mr.
Alright.
Petit,
Uh-huh.
I have a fun fact to share.
Go ahead.
Did you know that your hands are a calculator?
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Like my mommy taught me how to do my timetables, like figure it out with my fingers
Really?
from 6 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From 6 to 10, you could do that on your hand.
You can
One
like
day I'll show you.
Yeah, that'll be
Yes,
cool.
and
That'll be cool.
I've tried it during class, and it always right.
Wow.
I'll have to show you probably off class time so you could demonstrate to the class or something.
No, you could come on camera and show all of us.
We'll have to plan that day. We'll have to plan that day, but I'd love to show you all because I think it's really cool and it would help a lot.
That'll be excellent. I don't mind. I just want to see your face on camera. All right.
I have to plan for that.
All right, next. So next we're gonna do ratios. So we already did find exact values. Let's do ratios. Can y'all see the top part of this question? Oh, I need to bring this down. I know
You
some
could
people
bring it down a bit, please.
Some people say they can't see it. Okay, brings it down. All right. Okay, so we already did find the exact value. Let's move on to ratios. Find the exact value is a piece of cake. Wait, one second. I want to do top 10 for this one. I want to do another one. See if y'all get it. I'm gonna change the variables and then see how y'all do what with this one. So top 10. So let's say that x is -2. Let's say that y is 5. Find the exact value of y to the third power plus x times y. All right. So we have x is equal to -2, y is equal to 5. Find the exact value of y to the third power plus xy. The top 10 will be considered. All right, the top 10 will be considered for this one. Put your hands inside the chat for me, please. Again, put your hands inside the chat. Top 10 only. Top 10. I think everyone have a chance for this. Put your hand inside the chat for me. Do not take forever because persons are moving fast. So put your
Thank you, Mr. Ritchie. Thank you so much.
put your hands inside the chat. Please, again, put your hands inside the chat. Top 10,
Don't
top
get no
10,
cookie though.
top 10, top 10. I know I ain't getting none because you eat all. All right, so
Mr. Petit, that is wrong. That is despicable right there.
You see that right there? What?
Mr. Petit, why you mute me, Mr. Petit?
muted. All right.
Let's go top 10.
Top 10, top 10, top 10. Put your hands inside the chat for me, please. Again, put your hands inside the chat. How many persons have already answered in the chat? I mean, if you already answered.
Me.
I haven't seen nobody answer. Have you all answered yet?
Me.
I
already
answered. I already
Have you all
answered.
answered yet? Trayvon?
I
Yeah.
answered.
And who else?
You could
Only
check the chat.
Trayvon and who else?
Me.
And Kaino? Only keep on and Kaino has answered. The rest of you all, what happened?
Mr. T, I answered it.
You
I don't know if
answered
it
it?
ain't gone.
You
Or
answered?
I already answered.
You answered as well? Okay. The rest of you all, have you all answered yet? Let me know, please. Let me know if you all already answered. Okay. Are y'all still working it out? Y'all still working it out?
I sent it over to make sure.
I had to change my answer.
You had to check your answer. All right, class, what did y'all get for this one? What did y'all get?
110.
115.
115.
110 or 115?
115.
115.
115? So Trayvon, they say they getting 115. What do you say? Ain't they wrong, eh?
I say the wrong thing.
You say the wrong thing? Class, what y'all got? He got 110. What did y'all get?
I got 115.
115.
115. In the chat, I see. Let's see what I see in the chat. I see 105. Why 105? Who got 105?
That was a mistake.
Got 105.
That was a mistake.
A mistake? You can't be having no mistakes. If you look at me, I don't make mistakes. So you can't have no mistakes.
Hey, in
This
what life?
Mr. Petit just scam for you.
I don't make no mistakes.
Yeah, you're supposed to be AI.
All right. What is y? Y is what?
5.
Y is 5. It's gonna be 5 what? Cube plus what?
Yes.
Plus what is x? X is what?
-2.
X is -2. Very good. Multiplied by what is 5? 5 is. I mean, sorry. What is y? Y is
5.
Y is 5. Good. It's gonna be equal to 5 cubed. What is 5 cubed? 5 cubed is what?
5 times 5 times 5.
Very good. 5 cubed is 5 times 5
Times
times 5. 5 times 5 is what?
25.
25. Very good. Times 5 is what?
125.
125. Very good. So 5 cubed is going to be 125 plus what? What is -2 times 5? That's going to be what?
10. Negative.
-10.
-10.
-10. Right? Positive times a negative is a what?
Negative.
A negative.
A negative. So we have 125 minus what? Minus
10.
Minus 10.
10.
Can we do next one?
No. You want to make it in top 10, eh?
Yes, I put my answer times wrong.
So the answer is what? 115.
15.
How many persons got?
15.
How many persons got 115?
I did.
I did.
Even if you got 115.
I
Excellent.
don't mind. I put that 5. I
Excellent,
put that 5.
excellent,
I thought I put the wrong thing at first. I had to make sure.
All right, top 10. Xavier? Xavier? How you in the top 10? Oh,
AI.
AI? Okay, that sounds more believable. All right, Xavier. Nathan? Where's Nathan? Houseway. Nathan? Where's Nathan?
Yeah, so
How you making it in the top 10? Yay,
I was paying
top.
attention.
Paying attention. All right, excellent. He's paying attention today. How about all the rest of the other days? Were you paying attention?
Oh yeah, so
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have Xavier, Nathan, Amaya known home, that's expected. Kino, Charlitha, that's expected. Chevette, that's expected. Nakaria, that's unexpected. I don't expect that.
Don't do
That's a
that.
surprise. Jerusalem, that's expected. Jada, that's a surprise. Surprise. Yeah.
Mr. Vicky? How?
Jaden Gomez, very good, Jaden. Danielle Johnson, that's a real surprise. And Tiffany Morris, excellent, as expected. All right.
I thought I was on your good list.
Sometimes.
The good lists get Dubai.
All right. Do y'all understand this? Let me know if y'all understand this.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Excellent. Let's move on to the next question. So we finished finding the exact value. Let's go on to ratios. I think we have time for ratios, so let's go ahead and do it. Shanair, that's surprising. Shanair, you didn't place. What happened?
Oh, I didn't do it.
You didn't do it?
No, sir.
No, you too big for them stuff? What happened?
No, sir. That's because like I working on past papers.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, go ahead. What's the name? Charlitha. Charlitha.
Yes, sir.
Read the question for me, please.
Grandma Thompson left 80,000 to share among Richard, Ken, and Angela in the ratio 3:6x respectively.
Mhm.
A, if Ken received 30,000, how much did Angela receive?
Very good. Write this down for me, please. Again, write this down for me. Antoine, read the question for me, please.
Grandma Thompson left $80,000 to share among Richard, Ken, and Angela in the ratio 3:6x, respectively. If Ken received $30,000, how much did Angela receive?
Very good. Laura Green.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read the question for me.
Grandma Thompson left 80,000 to share among Richard, Ken, and Angela in the ratio 3:6x respectively. If Ken received 30,000, how much did Angela receive?
Very good. Tanaya, where's Tanaya? Tanaya, can you hear me? Where's Tanaya? Tanaya, can you hear me? I can't hear from Tanaya. Tanaya, are you there? Ariana and Shavarian, see if y'all could reach Tanaya because I'm not able to hear from her.
Pardon?
See if y'all could reach Tanaya because I'm not able to get her. She's not responding.
Okay.
Ajani, where's Ajani? Where's Ajani? Where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me?
Yes.
Ajani, read this question for me, please.
Grandma Thompson left $80,000 to share among Richard, Ken, and Angela in the ratio 3, 6, and X respectively. If Ken received $30,000, how much did Angela receive?
Very good. Ajani, have you sent in your notes as yet for the day?
No, sir.
What are you waiting on, Ajani? You need to send in your notes, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how to do this question, Ajani? Or no?
Yes, sir.
How do we do this question? What do we have to do first? Or you need me to explain it first?
You could explain it.
Okay, no problem. All right, anyone want to try? How are we gonna get?
I know.
Go ahead.
1 equal part.
Say it again.
1 equal part equals 8,000 divided by open bracket 3 plus 6 plus 7 close bracket.
Plus what?
7.
Where you get 7 from?
I say half of 6 is 3, and that give me 15,000. And 6 is 6, and 6 is 30,000. And I add them together, and 15 plus 30 is 45, and the total amount is 80. So I subtract from 80.
Okay.
And I get 35, and I guess it was 7.
Just guess it was 7. The first thing you have to do. Anyone else want to try?
I got a different rate. I got 70,000.
Say it again.
I got 70,000. I tried a different rate.
Okay, good. What did you do?
I did the 3 is off. It's a long thing, but how 3 is off from 6, right? On Ken got double what Richard get, right? Ken got 30,000. So what I did was I added 30,000 plus. Oh wait, no, I lied. I did 80,000, right? And then I subtract that. Hold on. Let me look back. Stop. Okay, I got 80,000, right?
Nakaria, I
divided that.
Nakaria, I'm getting sleepy.
Okay, I get it. So I divided it by 2 and I got 40,000. And I added 40,000 plus 30,000 and I got 80,000 again. So that's how I guessed that it was 70,000 that Angela got, basically.
Can I answer?
Nakaria, unfortunately, that's not done correctly. Can you try it again? Go ahead, Genesis.
Okay, so what I did is I divided 30,000 by 6, which would give me the 1 equal part. And then you times that 1 equal part by 3.
Why by 3?
No.
Why by 3?
And it's Angela. Oh no, Angela is the last one.
Angela's the last one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so basically you have to divide the 30, you have to start with dividing the 30,000 by 6 because their share in the ratio. Wait. Ken, yeah. Oh no. Yeah. See, Ken is the second one, so Ken is 6. So you divide the 30,000 by 6. You have to find out that first because that's the 1 equal part.
Okay.
I didn't calculate it yet, but yeah, and then that's the 1 equal part.
Okay.
And then obviously you would see that you would have to find out how much is Richard part to find out Angela. So then you would times the answer for 1 equal part by 3. Find out how much is Richard part. You'd have to add Richard and Ken together. And then what's left behind out of that minus from 80,000 is Angela's share.
Take a bow.
Like you.
Take a bow.
Oh, okay,
Take
thanks.
a bow. Take a bow. That was explained very well. That was explained very well. I like that. You sound like Devana. Where's Devana? There's Devana.
I am.
She sound like you, man. She sound like
That's
you. Was that how you was gonna do it, Devana? I know.
Yes, I used to do it like that.
It's gonna do it like that. Yeah. That's what we have to do. We have to figure out what is one equal part. One equal part is going to be okay, so basically, if you notice how much did how many equal parts is for Ken? Ken is what? How many equal parts is for Ken? Ken is what?
6.
6, right? So if we know that Ken is 6 equal parts, right? Right, so Ken is 6 equal parts. So if we know that Ken is 6 equal parts, right? In order for us to get one equal part, we have to take 30,000 and divide it by
6.
divided by 6, which gives us what? 5,000.
5,000.
Because Ken is equal to 6 equal parts, and we know that he had what? 30,000. That's the first step. So the first thing is dividing 30,000 by 6. They give us 5,000, which is one equal part. Now, once we get that one equal part, then we need to figure out like, okay, well, how much did Richard get, right? So let's figure out how much did Richard get. Richard's share is gonna be what? How many equal parts is Richard? How many equal parts is Richard?
3.
Richard is what?
3.
3 equal
3
parts.
times 5,000.
Very good. So it's gonna be 3 times what? 3 times 5,000. And when we do 3 times 5,000, what is that? Let me go ahead and
15,000.
multiply that. So we say 5,000. Okay, so we say 5,000. Multiplied by what? Multiplied by what? 3, right?
3.
0 times 0, sorry, 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay? 3 times 5 is 15. Okay? And so what does that mean? That means that we're gonna say 3 multiplied by 5,000. 3 multiplied by 5,000 is 15,000. So Richard got 15,000, right?
Mhm.
And Ken got what? 30,000. But all of that is out of 80,000. So how much would Angela get?
You add it up, then you subtract it by 80.
35,000, because you adding the 5,000 and the 15 together. I mean the 15,000, and then you adding Ken 30,000.
Very
which will
good.
give 5,000.
Very good.
You
So
take 45,000 from the 80,000.
very good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add Richard's share and Ken's share. So let's go ahead and add that. So Richard's and Ken's share, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add them. Okay. Richard and Ken's share. Tanaya, your mic is working. I unmuted it long time. So we're gonna add Richard and Ken's share. So Richard is going to be what?
Oh, Miss Badi, she said like a freaking out, so like she can't talk.
Oh, it's malfunctioning. Okay. So we say, Richard's share is what? Richard's share is what? 15,000.
Richard's share is 15,000.
Very good. And Ken's share is what?
30.
Ken's share is 30,000. So 30,000 plus 15,000 gives us what? Gives
45,000.
45,000. Very good. And so all we need to do now is we need to subtract, right? So we need to say the amount that Angela received is going to be what? 80,000, right? 80,000 minus what?
Take away 45,000.
Very good. And what's 85,000 minus 45,000?
35,000.
That gives us 35,000. So that means that Angela received $35,000. Okay, does that make sense? Does that make sense to you all or no? Let me know if that makes sense.
Yes.
See, and I was saying that
No, he was not saying that. The only person who was saying that was Devana and what's her name? Genesis.
And I say half of six is three. Anyway.
All right. Anyone who do not understand how you got 35,000, please let me know. If you do not understand how
Me, I don't.
Are you paying attention, Chanel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so explain how I got 1 equal part.
I was trying to figure like where the 30,000 from.
Where the what?
Like I understand it, but like I don't understand it.
Why?
Like how you get it and stuff.
Okay. But can you explain how I got 1 equal part? Let's start with that.
You use the money with Ken receive, and then you use his equal part.
Okay. And that give me how much is 1 equal part?
5,000.
5,000. You understand how we got the 5,000?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now we need to figure out what is Richard's share. How are we gonna get Richard's share? How are we gonna get Richard's share? How are we gonna do that?
Then the 1 equal part is 5,000.
Mm-hmm.
You take Richard's share and times it by the 5,000, which is 15,000.
Excuse me. So we say 3 times 5,000, which gives us what? Which gives us what?
15,000.
15,000. So since we know what is Richard's share, and we already know from the question what is Ken's share, we add them together. Does that make sense? And when we add them together, we get the 45,000.
Okay.
Now, we know that Grandma Thompson left a total of 80,000. So if Richard and Ken's share amount to 45,000, then in order to get Angela's share, all we need to do is subtract 80,000 and 45,000. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So 80,000 minus 45,000 is going to be what?
35,000.
35,000. That makes sense? So the answer is 35,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Is there anyone who do not understand how I got 35,000? Let me know, please. All right, anyone who do not understand how I got this? Ajani, do you understand how I got 45,000? How I got 35,000?
Yes, sir.
How did I get 35,000?
First, you have the 1 equal part where you divide $30,000 divided by 6, and that to give you 5,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Richard's share, which is 3 times 5,000, and that'll give you 15,000. And then Richard's and Ken's share, which is $30,000 plus $15,000 equals 45,000. And then the amount Angela received, which is $80,000 minus 45,000, and that'll give you 35,000.
Very good. Very good. All right, moving right along. Do you have this written down? Let me know if you all have this written down before I move on to the other one.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, y'all don't have this written down. Take a picture of this and send it to me. Take a picture or take a screenshot if you don't have it written down so that you can get a copy and then we can move on from this. All right, so that's very important for us. Okie dokie. Let's move on from this. This is going to be number. Still in the same question. Oh, I don't want to give it away. Let me clear all drawings. Clear all drawings. Okay, good. Can y'all see this question or y'all can't see it? Let me know.
I can see it.
You see it? Read the question for me, Crimson.
Give the ratio for Richard, Ken, and Angela.
What is this? Or this is another way to do the question. This is just another way to do it. Total number of equal parts. What did I did a number of equal parts for 16? How are you gonna
Can
get?
we not? Because this whole thing just confused me so bad.
Okay. This was what Trayvon was saying. This is just another way to do it. Do it with the number of equal parts with 7. All right, go ahead, Crimson.
Give the ratio for Richard, Ken, and Angela in simplest form.
Alea, read this question for me, please.
Give the ratio of Richard, Ken, and Angela in simplest form.
And Antoine, read this question for me, please.
Give the ratio for Richard, Ken, and Angela in simplest form.
Okay, good. All right, so give the ratio for Richard, Ken, and Angela in simplest form. And so basically what we have here, right? Let me just make sure you understand what's happening. The 15,000 is for who? Well, who's the 15,000 for? The 15,000 is for who? Richard, Ken, or Angela?
Richard.
15,000 is for Richard, right? Which we saw in the previous question. Richard.
So it'll be 367.
Okay. The 30,000 is for who? The 30,000 is for who? Is for Ken, right? Ken.
Okay.
Right. And the 35,000 is for who? Angela, very good. Angela. Okay. And so what do we have? We have Richard, we have Ken, and we have Angela. What we're gonna do now, we're just gonna remove the zeros. So what does that mean? So we're gonna cancel out this 0 with that 0 with that 0. Are we done, or could we cancel out more zeros? Let me know if we could cancel more zeros, please.
We can cancel out more zeros.
We could cancel more zeros. So
2 more zeros.
cancel this 0 and that 0 and that 0. Are we done, or we could cancel out more zeros?
More zeros.
We cancel. Y'all want to cancel more zeros again?
I think they want the
Think that's a good move, or we should just keep them?
think they want the money.
I think they want the money. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna cancel out what? Cancel out this 0 with that 0 and that 0. Good. Can we cancel any more zeros?
No, sir.
No, we can't, because we don't have any more to cancel out. So this is gonna be what? This is gonna be 15, right? To what? To 30. To what? To 35. So we have 15 to 30 to 35.
Mr. Petit, I thought at first they meant the numbers. I
Right?
was definitely doing it
Yeah.
wrong.
And so what number can go into 15, 30, and 35 without leaving remainder?
5.
5.
5? Okay, y'all say that in yours.
5.
All right, I wasn't even thinking 5. I was trying to figure it myself. All right, so 5, let's go with 5. Good. 15 divided by 5 is what? 15 divided by 5 is what?
3.
15 divided by 5 is 3. Very good. 30 divided by 5 is what?
6.
6. 6, very good.
7.
And 35 divided by 5 is what?
7.
7, very good. And so what is the ratio of Richard, Ken, and Angela in simplest form? That's gonna be what?
3.
6.
3,
3, 6, and 7.
3 to 6. 3 to 6 to 7. 3 to 6 to 7. Does this make sense to y'all? Let me know if this makes sense to y'all.
Yes, sir.
That's good. Amaya Simon, does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
Amaya non-home, Antoine and Shania, does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. And
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit.
good.
What?
What's the question?
And that's basically what we did on the last one. They just asking us to write it again.
No, remember we didn't have it was just X.
You know what X was?
We didn't have what X was. If you really look at it.
Oh, I thought they was gonna tell us to take the 3, 6, and 7 and break it down, because on the last problem we did figure out 7 to get the answer.
No, we
Well,
didn't.
on the other way of doing it, when you did the click,
Yeah,
click, click, and you did the other way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if I for this question, if I like was to find his ratio, the ratio for Angela, and then use that as the answer, would that be wrong?
Ratio for, you mean just put 7 now?
Like show my working to find the ratio for Angela and leave it like that.
What you mean? What working you would put?
Like that would be the 5,000 divided by 35,000, and then put that ratio at the bottom.
No, do it like this.
After finding that.
Like actually set them out, because you would know all of the numbers. Just they want you to simplify it. It's 803? How's it 803? But they want you to simplify it.
Yes.
So yeah, I would write it like that and simplify it. All right. Okay.
Mr. Petit, I would like to mention that tomorrow night I will be ready to show you all the finger thing.
Okay, no problem. I don't even know if I don't know if webinars allow for video. I gotta see. Oh, it does. But I wonder if no, y'all can't show your video, but I could show my video. So what you could do is send me a video of it. I could play it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir, will do.
Send me a video. All right. By the way, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Some people have listening tomorrow, right? Listening comprehension tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, some people have listening comprehension. We already did 2
I
listening.
homeschool.
We already have
I thought it was continuous writing.
wait, continuous writing tomorrow or listening?
Isn't it? I swear it's continuous.
We have listening and then all the rest in May.
Wait, let me check the schedule. Let me take a screenshot. I'm pretty sure continuous writing is come first. This April.
Yeah, because I have past paper that say paper 1. So I was
Oh, we have listening first.
Listening first? All right.
Yes, sir. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow?
Rest in me.
That's paper 2. So y'all haven't, let me check the schedule. Let's see.
So some people have started BJCs already?
No, they ain't doing BJC. They doing BJCRC English.
Oh.
Let me see. Okay, let me see, y'all. You say tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is the 10th.
The 10th.
The 10th, the 10th. The Crimson Stream. Okay. I want. All right, let me see. The 10th is. So some people already did art and craft. Then anyone did art and craft?
We did our preparation, but the
Yeah.
actual exam is like right after the
Okay.
28th.
My art tomorrow.
Just the
You only had preparation.
Only preparation. Anyone did home ec for the nutrition? Anyone had to do that?
Like we don't have food and nutrition until grade 10 and up, but grade 12 now they starting their
Done there.
exam.
Okay. So okay, so tomorrow is listening for you. Listening. Oral comprehension. And then Friday is continuous writing. For those persons who are taking that, y'all know who y'all are. That's okay. So I can give y'all some tips. I think I just gonna give you some tips on that. And then we can get into the actual lesson. All right. So let me go ahead and share my I was gonna say share my screen with you all. That time my screen already sharing. All right, so let's go ahead and head up and then we can get right into it. I want us to continue it, but I'll so let me go ahead and head up. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday. Good, Mr. Pati. Today is, the subject is of course
English life.
Wednesday. Need to head up first. Wednesday the 9th of April 2025. The subject is of course English language. So we're going to continue with our logical fallacies. And then towards the end, I'm going to give those persons who are doing their listening tomorrow some tips and just some advice moving forward with that. All right. So that's what we can do. It's going to be logical fallacies, part 3. Logical fallacies, part 3. When we say fallacy, what is a fallacy? A fallacy is what? What is a fallacy, class?
A logical error.
A logical error? No.
That's the best way my brain could process the certain now.
Close. What is a fallacy? Anyone? What's the definition of a fallacy? Anyone?
An error in reasoning.
An error in reasoning. Very good. So a fallacy, you just write this down again because you're all forgetting it. Fallacy is an error.
Mr. Petit, I experienced a disconnect fallacy.
Really?
Yes, and I actually was able to find it out, so I feel very proud of myself.
Wow, when this was?
This was like yesterday.
You remember what it's about?
The girl was saying something about the next girl. I can't really say what she said.
I can't remember.
Because that's not appropriate. That's not appropriate for this class. But the girl was saying something about the next girl and how something. And then she then started going on about that's why she broke. But that had nothing to do with what she was talking about.
Oh.
So yeah. And then I pointed it out.
That is a good one. That is a good one. So she probably was given a non sequitur or a post hoc, one of them, right? But it was a disconnect fallacy anyway. Very good.
Yes.
Excellent. So the next category of fallacies we're going to be talking about is the false fallacy. No. Yeah, the false fallacies. We can call them the false fallacies.
How much fallacies are there? That's the longest English topic we've ever had.
The longest series, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know, right? That's how many ways it's there to mess things up.
It really says something.
Yeah, we only have like 3 more categories.
Okay.
All right, A.
Because it's if.
The first one is false authority. False authority. False authority. That's the type of fallacy. False authority. So when you try to use an authority that isn't really related to the situation at hand, that's false authority. All right. So the assumption that expertise in one area gives one authority in another. So Alea, what is a false authority fallacy? What's a false authority fallacy?
The assumption that expertise in one area gives one authority in another.
Very good. And Laura Green, read the definition of false authority fallacy.
False authority fallacy. The assumption that expertise in one area gives one authority in another.
Very good. The assumption that expertise in one area give someone an authority in another area. Okay. So for example, I say, my pastor says that because I blinked 3 times, I must have kidney failure. Or I can say that I have symptoms for kidney failure, and without a doubt his diagnosis
That caused me get a mini stroke reading that just now.
is accurate. All right, my pastor says because I blinked 3 times, I have symptoms for kidney failure, and without a doubt, his diagnosis is accurate.
Going from a pastor to doctor real quick.
The boss is smoking something. The boss is smoking something.
He's not. Come on, Anduan.
He on the pod.
The old phone.
Why is this a false authority?
Because he has an
Just
expertise
because
of being a pastor, not doctor.
He's not a doctor, so he's only assuming.
Very good. He's not a doctor, so he can't be telling me, oh, I have symptoms of kidney failure or whatever case may be. Now
Some
there are
doctors be lying on
How
God.
he could tell someone,
no,
Mr. Badi,
go ahead.
Mr. Badi, I have a very accurate answer. Okay,
ahead,
so
go
don't
ahead.
mute me again. How he could tell someone because they blinked 3 times they have symptoms for kidney failure? That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't. That's the problem with the fallacy right there. It doesn't make sense, right?
It sounded like he was blinking 3 times for help.
Just because you have authority in one area, that doesn't mean that you have authority in the other area. Now, if you tell me that because I don't read my Bible 3 times, I am prone for Satan to attack me, I could believe him, because that is what religious.
Oh God.
That's religious matters, but
Don't
yeah.
say God.
Yeah, but yeah, just because I blink 3 times in your sermon, that doesn't mean I have kidney failure. I'm sorry. So yes.
What if God tell him to save your life?
Say it again.
What if God tell him to tell you that to save your life?
To save my life? Well, that's true. That could happen. But in general, it doesn't happen. All right. So what is another example of false authority? Give me another example. A false authority.
My swimming instructor went on their campsite and tell them they building the building wrong.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Say it again.
My swimming instructor gone on the campsite and tell them that they was building the building wrong.
So my swimming instructor was advising some contractors on how to build a 10-story skyscraper. He is very good, very great at swimming. His advice must be taken seriously.
I shaking my own head.
I know, right? This is a very good one. I like this example, right? My swimming instructor, one sec.
What if he was a builder before he became a swimming instructor?
All right, so the key here, Trayvon, is that the reason why they're saying we must believe him is because they're saying because he's a great swimming instructor, not because of his credibility. All right. So they're saying that just because he's a good swimmer, his advice must be taken seriously. Just because he's a pastor, he's able to diagnose some chronically ill person. Those two things don't add up. All right. So that's what we call false authority. Okay. Just because that's why it's a fallacy, because just because you are good in one area, that doesn't mean that you're good in all areas. All right. Just because I'm good in math, that doesn't mean that I'm going to teach you how to insert needles in somebody, hand. Like that doesn't add up. I'm very good at math. I'm very good at what I do, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be doing blood transfusions, right? So expertise in one area doesn't mean that you have expertise in another area. That's just like when celebrities is be telling you, oh, vote for this person and vote for that person. I mean, bro, you're a very good artist, but I'm sorry, you can't tell me who to vote for. Like, you sing very well, but just because you sing very well, that doesn't mean you know about politics. So yeah. So expertise in one area doesn't mean that you're going to be expert in another area. So that's what I mean by a false authority. All right. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do y'all have any other examples on your own for false authority?
I can't do a fallacies no more. Y'all got
The
that.
police
The
officer.
police officer. Wait, hold
No
on.
way, no way.
Wait. You could go.
The police officer said that the man was too broke, so he had to go to jail.
Wow. False authority. False authority. What you gonna say, Amaya?
Mine was different, but I was gonna say the police officer saw my husband and I arguing and decided we should get a divorce.
That's a good example. Oh my goodness, that's a good example. Just because you're a police officer, that doesn't mean that you are automatically qualified to give marital advice. That's a very good one. I like that. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? How about the local fisherman is explaining how to, he's a local fisherman, very good at what he do, but he's explaining how to how to
Do nails.
how to do nails. That's a good
How
one.
to plant and the plant crops.
How to plant crops or some way, right?
How to bake bread.
How to bake bread or something like that. So just because you and this is very important. This is very important. Whatever people who you reference, let's say for example, you said inside your essay, crime is going down. So crime needs to go down. And my MP say da 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 da, or a member of parliament says so and so. Just because the person is a member of parliament, that doesn't mean that they have the keys to life, right? So just because someone have a position or someone have authority, that doesn't mean that their words or their quote makes sense just because they have position and authority, right? They have to be an expert. So what does that mean? So how do we counter it? How do we counter this? Whatever advice or whoever we quote, whoever we use in our essay, they must be expert in the field that they are talking about. They can't just be any, person, how you have those people on the block and they swear they know the keys to life. They swear they know everything. That time they don't know the keys to life for themselves, right? So just because there are some Joe on the street, that doesn't mean that they know everything. And that just because someone is a doctor, that doesn't mean that they can give you legal advice. They have to be in the specific field that they're in. So you have to make sure that you don't give false authority.
I have one.
Something like this literally just happened the other day.
What is that?
Like it happened in real life. My physical education teacher tried to explain me Volstead Act and the 18th Amendment in social studies.
Moving right along, false analogy.
I have one.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Trayvon.
Tigers and lions are ruthless killers. Cats must also be ruthless killers.
No. That's a false analogy. You doing false analogy or you doing false authority?
Analogy.
False analogy, yes. Say it again.
Tigers or lions are ruthless killers. Host cats must also be ruthless killers.
Man, you sound so muffled. That's the problem. Type in the chat. Type inside the chat. So the assumption, so a false analogy is the assumption that because two dissimilar things are alike in some respects, they are alike in all respects. It compares two things that are not alike in important
In the chat.
respects. We call false analogy. False analogy. Go ahead, Tegan, read the definition of false analogy.
The assumption that because two dissimilar things are alike in some respects, they are alike in all respects. It compares two things that are not alike in important respects.
Very good. False analogy. Okay, good. All right. So let me give an example. So let's say the person say, why should we put restrictions on guns? Why should we put restrictions on guns? Guns are like hammers.
That's weird.
They are both tools that are made with metal parts, right? And that can kill someone. If
That's not very right.
If we can go to the hardware store and buy a hammer, then why can't we buy a gun without a license? Makes sense, right?
Not at all.
No.
Makes sense, right? Mind you, for some people, this makes perfect sense. For some people, this makes perfect sense. Go ahead. So you have a question?
Somebody walk with me and tell me this make it look at you like you smoking something for true.
Why are the analogy referring to smoking? Are you smoking?
Exactly.
Are you currently smoking at one?
No, sir. No,
Or contemplating about smoking? Which one? You keep on bringing up smoking. Nobody in this class is bringing up smoking, Antoine. You have to get off them herbs. Get off them.
No, Mr. Petit,
Rotmint
Mr.
is not
Petit,
good
this
for
is
you.
Hey, Rotman,
the child-friendly space.
Rotmint is
Mr.
not good.
Petit, Mr.
I
Petit.
don't smoke no cigarette.
All right, so let's go ahead and read this example.
Okay.
Let me choose someone who makes sense. Chai, can you read this example for me, please? Where's Chai?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Why should we put restrictions on guns? Guns are like hammers. They are both tools that are made with metal parts and that can kill someone. If we can go to the hardware store and buy a hammer, why can't we buy a gun without a license?
Very good. So this is a very good example of false analogy. What two things are being compared here? What two things are being compared here?
A hammer and a gun.
A
A hammer and a gun. A hammer and a gun. Very good. So it says right here, guns are like hammers. This is what? A simile or metaphor? Guns are like hammers. It is a simile or metaphor? It's a simile, right? It's a good simile. Guns are like hammers, right? In a way, right? Guns are made up with metal parts that could kill someone, and hammers are made up of metal parts that could kill someone. Good comparison. I understand. But this is where we go too far. And we assume that because they are alike in some respects, that they are alike in what? In all respects. And that is not true. Guns are like hammers, right? They are both tools that could made metal parts against someone. Sure. If we can go to the hardware store and buy a hammer, why can't we buy a gun without a license? Why is that a bad comparison at the end?
First of all, guns make you jolty after shooting it a lot. Like jumping on a trampoline and your head.
How do you know that? I'm just real curious.
When I played GTA,
All right. So the reason why.
Just do just do at least 10.
So the reason why this analogy doesn't make sense is because a gun is has the potential to be extremely more harmful than a hammer. So you can't really compare that because the comparisons are not really good, right? It doesn't extend that far. The comparison doesn't extend that far. All right. So that's a very good one. You go ahead.
You said a gun have a potential to be more harmful than a hammer.
Yes.
A gun already, but a gun could be literally could be more, because you could use the gun without bullets or anything to hit someone in the head.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. All right. I got one. Do y'all have any other false analogy before I give mine?
Tigers are like house cats.
Tigers are like, go ahead.
Don't use whatever his name is on.
Trayvon, leave Trayvon alone, please. Tigers and lions are ruthless killers. House cats must also be ruthless killers. That's a good one. False analogy. Just because tigers and lions are killers, that doesn't mean that house cats are killers as well. Let me give you all one. Y'all have any more false analogy? Discard.
Cats are like tigers.
It has to be a false analogy that begins sensible, but it actually ends in thingam. All right. If the Bahamas can host Junkanoo, we can also host the Olympics. If the Bahamas can host Junkanoo, we can also host the Olympics, right? Right?
No.
Right?
Whoever's saying that they breathe fried.
Why doesn't that make sense?
Because
We can't host Junkanoo. I mean, host the Olympics.
Why can't we host it? But we could host Junkanoo.
Because
Why can't we host it?
because the Olympics is a very large event, and just because we can host Junkanoo, which may seem large in our eyes, but is not that large compared to the Olympics, the Bahamas is not large enough to host the Olympics.
Okay.
There's not gonna be enough space.
So that
because there's like 20 couple.
Amaya, let someone else respond.
Didn't we have something like that already here? When
the Paris.
Only world relays, and world relays smaller.
World relays are smaller. Okay.
Because less events.
Okay, less events. Yeah, the Olympics is huge, man. You're talking about basketball. You're talking about we just don't even have enough. You're talking about swimming. You're talking about like it's a lot.
Archery.
Yeah, you could do it.
Just not.
Say it again.
What the accent you just now? You say something, man.
I know you're right. But it's not a good comparison. It's a good comparison when you look at it smaller. Like, yeah, if the Bahamas can host Junkanoo, we can also host Olympics. Both of them are gatherings of huge events. But
I was asking you,
the Olympics have more
something like that already here when the Sports Center first built? What others we had if there wasn't the Olympics for the first
No,
time?
that was World Relay. That was relays. That wasn't like the big Olympics. No.
Okay.
That's the Olympics is way more what they call them? Events. Way more events.
I wish I
All
could run on water.
All right, next. Let me give you all one. Being rich means you're smart. Just like having muscles means you're strong.
Lies. I don't mean nothing.
Being rich means you're smart. Just like having muscles means you're strong. Is that true?
No,
some people could be rich from their parents.
Exactly.
Some people could earn all their money from their parents.
Exactly.
You see Aaron the plumber, he have all the muscles and still losing.
Okay.
Who is Aaron the plumber?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Ninja Turtle.
Oh, okay. Okay. Why should schools ban phones in the classroom? A pencil is a tool. A phone is a tool. They are both tools.
It can be disruptive.
I can get distracted by a pencil. Be rude.
Oh, wow. False analogy.
Yes, sir, for real.
False
Yes, sir.
analogy. False analogy.
Especially them pencil with the sucking ball.
False analogy. Because the height of distraction, you can't watch Netflix on your pencil. So the height of distraction is insane. So we have false authority, we have false analogy, and the next one is going to be C is going to be false, what? False dilemma. False dilemma.
Miss Petite, I knew you were saying just now.
Say it again.
I know nothing you were saying. It was like everything going dark, like quiet, and then you just said dilemma.
Open your ears.
My ears are open.
No,
Okay.
I heard a cutoff as well, and I only heard dilemma.
Yeah,
Ready to cut
it
off it.
wasn't just me, Mr. Petite.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. D.
It was just like a pause.
Open your ears. That's what I said.
My ears are open.
Oh, wow.
This is the either or fallacy. Okay. Mind you, I did see the thing on my screen say internet's unstable. So
Wow, Mr. Petite. Ow.
You
apparently,
blaming us for your issues.
apparently we did have some situations in Dubai. You know, the snow, the
It got quickly repaired.
it got quickly
If
repaired.
you in Dubai, why do you need to
Stop giving it
have more money than all
It's
that?
the speed of the AIs.
All right, so the assumption, false dilemma is the assumption. I can't wait till I reach the great exercise. I hope you all have all this attitude when we get to the great exercise and
on this too.
y'all get all wrong. So the assumption,
Who is we?
some of you will, but some of you won't.
Name drop right now, Mr. Petite. Tell us.
My good students will not.
Who is your good students? Give us some.
Me, I can tell
The
you right now.
assumption,
It's me, bro. It's me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is
Me.
me again.
y'all need timeout. The assumption that a relatively, boy, and I feel so quiet after that. The assumption that a relatively complex situation, only offers two choices. It is, it is an oversimplification of a situation where intermediate possibilities are not considered. Okay. The assumption that a relatively complex solution only offers two choices. It is an oversimplification of a situation where intermediate possibilities are not considered rather. So this is a fallacy where you only consider two options. It's either or fallacy. So you don't give the opportunity for intermediate positions. So example, everyone needs a university degree. Either you earn that degree or Either you earn it or live a life of poverty. Why is that a false dilemma fallacy? Why is that a false dilemma fallacy? Everyone needs a university degree. Either you earn a degree or live a life of poverty.
People who went to college in poor and live in poverty.
Exactly.
They just didn't go to college.
Okay, good. Anyone
Some
else?
people rich and never went to college.
Say it again.
Some people rich and never went to college.
Very good. Some people who are very wealthy never went to college, right? So you can't just have an either or, right? You have to consider the what? The intermediate. So a false dilemma fallacy is when you do not consider the intermediate, right? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so, all right. Either you support the PLP or you hate the Bahamas. Either you support the PLP or you hate the Bahamas.
Well, guess we going to Canada,
I
guys.
love the Bahamas.
Some people like the Bahamas either way. PLF.
Right?
I try to live.
So that is a what? That is a false dilemma. Why? Because just because I don't support the PLP, that doesn't mean I hate the Bahamas. Very good. That's why FNM gonna win again.
And FNM is that radio station, right?
Oh my god.
Wow! Wow!
Say that on recording.
Wow.
And there's a new political party.
Nah, they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere, buddy.
Let's continue you edit your videos.
Edit? They
edit the part out.
Yeah, they get downloaded.
That's the radio station for True Miss Medit.
So you either vote.
Hold on, Mr. Petit. You think
For-
that's a false analogy?
What?
Saying that the new political party ain't going nowhere.
If I don't think that's a false analogy,
Yes, sir.
why you think so? Why you say false analogy?
Yes, you just say that you don't know if they go win or not.
Oh, I just said, but that's not a false analogy. What type of fallacy that might be? That might be. You know what that might be? That might be a hasty generalization. Because I don't have sufficient evidence to say. I just generalize because I'm like, yeah, they ain't going nowhere. Because I said because most parties like that don't go nowhere. But that might be hasty generalization, you know, not a false analogy. Go ahead.
Who you think ever voted for DNA?
No, DNA is the only party that I believe had momentum. I believe they had a momentum, but they just stopped too early. They just needed to wait 20 more years, and they would've.
What is DNA? What it
Every
is?
election, you know, they say DNA. 0 votes.
I have DNA.
Oh boy, y'all so
What
wrong.
it is, though?
Y'all so wrong.
What
Wow.
it is?
Don't worry about it.
I know
Sorry.
I have DNA.
Sorry,
I
Branville
mean,
McCartney.
Mr. Petit, you say,
Sorry, Branville McCartney.
Mr. Petit, why you keep muting me, Mr. Petit? Mr. Petit? Mr. Petit.
You either
Not
vote
everyone has
PLP
DNA.
or you hate the Bahamas. That's a false dilemma. So class, quick recap.
I still do it because I'm a little feeling menacingly today.
Quick recap. I'm gonna
Mr. Petit, why
I'm
you
gonna
mute me, Mr. Petit?
I'm gonna say the type of fallacy. You tell me which one it is. All right. Everyone needs a university degree. Either you earn the degree or you are poor. What type of fallacy is that?
False dilemma.
False
dilemma. If the Bahamas can host Junkanoo, we can also host Olympics. What is that?
False
False
analogy.
analogy.
False analogy. Very good. My pastor said because I blinked 3 times, I have kidney failure.
False
False
authority.
authority.
False
False
authority.
authority. False authority. My pastor said, lock the door.
Boy, Mr. D, if I
I
go
see, you all need to leave
Wow.
him alone.
I could cry.
You all need to leave him alone.
Real. Listen to what Miss Morris said, Mr. Petit. You're
Ne-
being very
My
mean.
pastor say lock the door and collect
Lock
all
the
the
door.
money.
Mr. Petit, don't.
Never would have paid it.
No, Mr. D, I was gonna say lock what door and I could walk on that.
Never would have paid it. All right.
The ushers was buff.
All right. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. That was a bad look on Marvin Sapp, man. Bad luck.
Yes, it was.
Lock the door.
Gold
Bad,
digger.
bad, bad luck.
Mr. D, now you know you had something to drink before you walk in that church.
Antoine, man, come on. Did you send in your
You
work?
have like some
I
sort
don't
of
know. That's weird.
addictive drug or something.
No, Mr. D, you know you had a little sip of
Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I can't take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I can't take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Okay, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Did you want a cookie?
All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to have you all do the grade exercise. For the grade exercise, I want us to, let me, you don't have to write the questions because it'll just take too long, but just write down what type of fallacy is it. So I'm gonna type the fallacy and you're gonna write down what type of fallacy is it in your book. What type of fallacy is it? Okay.
Is it like only the
Really?
false fallacies or fallacies from the other
Only
previous
the
classes as
only the
well?
false fallacies.
Okay, thank you.
Only the false fallacies. All right. Only the false fallacies. Hopefully. So class, should we include fallacies in our writing or should we not include fallacies inside our writing?
No, sir.
No, we should not.
It depends.
We should not include fallacies in our writing.
It depends.
All right. All right. Number one, again, you are only writing the fallacy. You're not writing the question. All right. Just write the fallacy, what you think it is. If we don't increase in your book. If we don't increase taxes, we can't fund education. Number two, we either drill oil or let our economy collapse. You're gonna tell me what sort of fallacy is this? Again, put your answers inside your book, please. Let me number three. If we can plant trees to help the environment, we should also plant plastic flowers. They are both low maintenance. Number 4. A business owner is insisting the school curriculum needs to change, though they have never studied education theory. A popular athlete, Bahamian athlete, recommending legal advice but never had any interactions with lawyers or the court. And finally, number 6. The Bahamas should ban all foreign food imports, just like a person on a diet avoids all junk
Is
food.
those gonna job players?
Yeah. Again, you just gonna put your answers inside of your book. Just put the answers. I want to know what type of fallacy is it? Is it a false authority? Is it a false analogy? Is it a false dilemma? Which type of fallacy is it?
Yes,
All
did
right.
you see it?
Can you give me a chance, please?
Okay, Mr. Petit, relax. We just having a conversation here, bro.
Give me a chance. All right. What number you want, Amaya?
I'm on number 4.
Number 4. Elkonick Lloyd, what number you want, Elkonick?
I still writing on the notes. Someone finish the notes.
Don't finish the notes. Liliana, what number you on? Liliana.
Number 3.
Number what?
Number 3.
Number 3. Good. Mark, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Riley, what number you on?
I'm done.
You're done. Okay.
Great idea, right?
I don't even saw it. I don't even saw what you said. Don't put your answer inside the chat. Put it in your book. Ha 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 ha.
Mr. Petit, you got these questions from today.
Twitter.
Petit, those
One
are for
second.
you.
1 second.
Yeah, they sound like something some people would post on Twitter.
Say it again.
I mean, the questions sound like something people would post on Twitter and Facebook.
Oh yeah. A lot. All of them is I tell you, the world runs with fallacies, man. The world is run by fallacies. And guess what?
Bunch of druggies.
And guess what? People believe them. It's a fact. You know, they believe it, man.
I wouldn't believe them in their facilities.
Mr. Petit, we on the right
Now
now.
what?
Just write
Now
down.
what?
Just write down the answers. Only the answers.
Their
Write down.
facilities.
I'm gonna lie, right?
Bro,
I think
Antoine,
it's
you
time
need
to
some
go on
help.
timeout right now.
Time out. I believe that.
No, no, we don't
thank you,
need no
Shabir.
timeout.
Thank you, Shabarian. Thank you, Shabarian.
Shavarian, how dare you?
Real bro, Shavarian, boy.
And y'all disrespect me by saying my name wrong, dog. Y'all need to go on timeout.
Time mode, right? Okay, yeah, they need to go in time mode. Then time mode. All right, so Danielle Johnson. Where's Danielle Johnson?
I hope you all enjoy it.
Danielle Johnson.
That's all.
What number you on?
All right, number 5.
Okay, good. And is there anyone who's finished with all
I am.
you are? All right,
Me.
Tegan.
I am.
Tegan, are you finished?
I'm done.
You're done?
No, sir.
No? Okay. What number you on?
I'm on number 5.
Number 5, okay. Ren, what number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4. Okay, and Shantasia, what number you on?
Number 5.
Okay. Right. All right. Let's go ahead and I think it's about time for us to answer these. Let's go ahead and answer them. Number 1, if we don't increase taxes, we can't fund education.
GoFundMe.
If we don't increase taxes, we can't fund education. What do y'all think that is? What type of fallacy is that?
I said false dilemma.
False dilemma. Anyone else? Anyone
Yes, sir.
else for this one?
False dilemma.
False
A
dilemma.
false dilemma.
False dilemma.
False dilemma. I think you forget to unmute somebody.
False dilemma. False dilemma.
I think false analog.
No, that's false.
logical.
No, that's false dilemma. Because it's either or. Either you increase taxes or you can't fund education. Number 2, we either drill oil or let our economy collapse. That's going to be
False
what?
dilemma.
False dilemma. False dilemma. My person's got that. Let me know if you got that false dilemma.
Me.
Yes, I got the second one.
I get all of it.
Very good. Good. If we can't plant trees to help the environment, we should sorry, if we can plant trees to help the environment, we should also plant plastic flowers. They are both low maintenance.
False analogy.
False analogy.
False analogy. False analogy. Very good. False analogy. A business owner is insisting the school curriculum needs to change, though they have never studied education theory.
False
authority.
False authority. Very good. False authority. False authority. And a popular Bahamian athlete is recommending legal advice, but never had any interaction with lawyers or court.
False authority.
False authority. Very good. False authority. Did y'all get that right? Did anyone get that right? False authority.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. And the Bahamas should ban all foreign food imports, just like a person on a diet avoids all junk food.
False dilemma.
No.
Dilemma.
No.
False analogy.
False
False.
analogy. False analogy. False analogy. False analogy. Anyone got that? False analogy?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I
Six,
got the first one mixed up.
6 out of 6, anyone? 6 out of 6?
Me.
6 out of
Me.
6?
Me.
6 out of 6?
Yes, sir.
Me.
6 out of 6? 5 out of 6?
I got 6. I like correct.
Me.
All right.
Miss Petite, I have an idea. What if you let me teach the class for one day?
5 out of 6, anyone?
No.
Mr. Petit, I would like to not be put back into timeout because of someone else's wrongdoings. I was never part of that. It was Antoine.
All right. If you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. If you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to
I
me
know it, evil.
via WhatsApp.
I got 6, Mr. Petit.
6 out of 6, excellent. For those of you who are doing English tomorrow, what I recommend is during the first reading, you listen. You do not write. You can't write during the first reading. After the first reading, they're gonna give you like 3 minutes to write down, to look at the notes. They're gonna give you some questions, so look at those questions, and please, whatever you do, look at the notes and try to answer the questions on the notes because they are very helpful. Then you're gonna have a second reading. During the second reading, you're able to write. Then listen carefully and try your best to answer the questions that's on the notes. All right, and don't try to write the full words and stuff like that. Just try to make abbreviations as much as you can so that you could quickly write it. Now, make sure the abbreviations are stuff that you can remember now. Don't over abbreviate, but whatever information you could get, try to make sure write it down. But you want to make sure the most important information is answering the notes questions because they are literally a guide to help you to answer the questions. And then after the second reading, then you would have no more opportunity to read again, to listen again, and so you just answer the questions then. It should be a straightforward exam. Make sure that you do not wake up late, that you wake up on time. So make sure you get a good night's rest so you can be ready for that tomorrow. All right, with that being said, the rest of us have a wonderful evening. I'll see y'all very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
What if we got art tomorrow?
That's a good night.
Good night.
Mr. Petit, before I go, I have to tell you something.
Good night. Good night.
Mr. Petit, you
Go
see
ahead.
the guy who sang the song, right? That we could have made it.
Yes.
See the part where say, I'm wiser, right?
Yes.
That wasn't a really smart move from him.
I got it. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Best not say lock them doors.
I
No,
shall.
sir.
Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
It's a good night.
Good night.